Hi guys, today's topic is sustainability and we are going to discuss over the relevant matters and how it is evolved over the years and how it is gaining prominence into the corporate world and how government is looking at. So BRSR is business responsibility and sustainability reporting and basically it is a ESG regime and how it is aligned BRSR with ESG. Alignment of BRSR KPI with ESG, environmental, social, and governance. Basically, these are the three subjects like we are going to discuss. Environmental is basically looking at the energy, fuel, and how we are doing the waste management, how we are doing the sustainability sourcing, how we are doing the extended producer responsibility, life cycle assessment. These are going to be discussed about the environmental impacts. And then social impact is employee well-being, health and safety of the workers, trainings, human rights, social impact assessment, gender equality, and CSR activity. That is going to be covered into the social. And governance is basically that is a compliance and regulations, anti-corruption, anti-bribery policies, conflict management, retention policies, remuneration policies, stakeholder management. So this is all about the ESG, and this is basically alignment of the BR and SRB with ESG. BRSR, if we are going to follow the BRSR, then surely the corporate is going to get the business advantage because investors are nowadays looking how the corporate is following their BRSR and how they are doing the things sustainably. So this is going to give the increased value creation, access to markets and increased market share, increased access to capital. So increased access to capital now, I'll give you one example in the next slides, how there is a increased access to the capital, then reduced financial risk, obtaining social license to operate, attracting and retaining talent. Because nowadays, even employees are willing to work in those companies which are giving impact over the ESG and those are making the sustainable products. So, what is sustainability? Sustainability is basically uh, uh, whatever life we are living today, so that we need to sustain over the years and that can be sustained in with the coming generations. So those benefits, resources benefits can be sustained and that can be passed on to the future generations. This is a very simple definition of the sustainability. So sustainability is basically it is the same definition all over the world that is being followed. The only thing is how we are going to approach and to follow the same in that is an important context. So you can see there is a one side like we are growing one seed and that other side there is a money. So we have to make the balance of the both the two factors. We have to sustain the environment and the money also. So if you see before 10, 20 years, the focus was on to make the economic profits. But now it's a triple bottom line reporting, economy, social and governance. So we need to make a balance between all those three factors, not only on the economic profits, but how we are doing the social impacts and what is the give back to the society. That is also more relevant nowadays. So ESG, if you see, HSBC has now held a new oil and gas project financing. This is one of the examples like how the financing is being interlinked to the ESG, and this is running all globe. So this is one very important aspect. So SBI finalizes ESG framework. Green car loans are being given cheaper to the electric vehicles. So this is one of the examples. And if you see in India, like in state Delhi, there is interest reduction over the car loans if that is electric vehicle, that is going to take income tax benefits and cheaper loans, that subsidy from the government. So that is how they are promoting to the that ESG framework. 90% financial services companies in India view ESG as an opportunity to attract increased investments. So this is how the research agencies are giving comments over the ESG. Companies should avoid greenwashing. So I want to discuss about the greenwashing. What is greenwashing? Greenwashing is like representing the corporate products, like they are very organic products, they are very eco-friendly, but at the back of the products, these are not really what they are presenting. So that is a greenwashing. Companies offering financial products, for example, green bond that are green or market products which carry sustainable or climate friendly labels must conduct thorough due diligence before making such claims and clearly explain why they consider these products sustainability or climate friendly. So basically, we should understand that companies should basically reason out or explain why these are eco-friendly. By just mentioning or giving advertisement that it's a eco-friendly or it's a organic product will not solve the problem. So this is the important aspect. SEBI opts for principles-backed approach on ESG rating. The move by SEBI will allow such scores to be assigned to more companies. So basically, there will be scores. There is a SEBI circular that I'm going to give you introduction. Six forms of capitals are there. So we all aware that manufacturing process and technology, diversity, health and safety, in natural resources are there. Then social and relationship, then stakeholder management, research and innovation and patents and financial matrices. So this is the very important evolution of the ESG reporting in India, how that is being evolved into India. If we see into the 2009, that National Voluntary Guidelines NVGs, what we call MCA issued NVGs on corporate social responsibility. But before that, how it gained momentum, that there was a issuance of the Brundtland report by the United Nations, and that has mentioned that sustainability is going to take a very important role in the future years, and the corporate needs to focus on the sustainability. So that is how from that we have taken, and every country has taken that reference and started making their own rules and regulations over that. That is how NVG is being taken place. Then after that, basically NVG's business responsibility report was introduced by SEBI, and top 100 listed companies were mandated who were at the top by market capitalization. So they were required to report on the sustainability in their annual reports. And after that, 2014, that corporate social responsibility was introduced. Basically, 2% of their annual profits of previous 3 years average, that needs to be uh, like put into the CSR. And when the UN SDGs were introduced for the 2030 target, the 17 SDG. So after that, in 2015, SEBI has again extension of 500 listed companies to requirement of filing BRR. And in 2017, they have integrated reporting. SEBI circular advised that may adopted on a voluntary basis. And then again in 2019, NGRBC, National Guidelines on Responsible Business Conduct, released in March 2019. So that was based taking reference of the UN SDG, United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. These are the 17 Sustainable Development Goals which are having target for the 2013. So based on that, in 2019, it was extended to the top 1,000 listed companies, that BRR, and in 2021, that BRSR was the extension of the BRR, basically quantitative data, qualitative data, and how it is linked to fulfill the SDG United Nations goals by 2013. So that is how the sustainability started from 1987, that Brundtland report from 2009, and then 2021. Now 2022-23, it is going to be mandatory for the top 1,000 companies to report in their annual reports. But in the next year, 23-24, that is going to be assurance, that is audit also going to be done for the top 150 companies for the core elements of the BRSR. So that still to be notified. There are many more things to become for that. So this is NGRBC guidelines by MCA. So there are 8 annexures. Annexure 1, guidance on adoption of the NGRBC, then annexure 2, the guidance for the MSME, then annexure 3, this is the main annexure that BRSR reporting framework has been defined, and then annexure for SDG mappings with NGRBC, then business case matrix, annexure 6, guidance for business using the BRSR as a self-assessment tool, then resources Indian. The annexure 3 is basically the main annexure where that BRSR whole framework is being defined. So by this picture, you can see if we don't be sustainable now, then how the whole earth will be converted. So this is why, that is why it is taking prominence in all over the globe. Many of the countries are already following up in the Europe on voluntary basis. Somewhere that is mandatory. There are many framework by the government, voluntary or mandatory, but somehow they are being followed. But lot of activity needs to be done now. So I'm quickly taking you through the BRSR, the Annexure 3. There are 3 sections. Annexure A, general disclosures. Annexure B, that section B, then management and process disclosures. And section C, principle wise performance disclosures, essential indicators and leadership indicators. Essential indicators are mandatory to be disclosed, while leadership indicators are voluntarily for the industry. But in that case, industry can report the leadership indicators to put their good image and to have strong message to the investors how they are looking at the sustainability. So this is a very important aspect. So these are the 9 principles and core elements, principle 1 to principle 9. So and this is an Envision 2013 17 Sustainable Development Goals issued by the UN, United Nations, SDG. Goal 1, no poverty, zero hunger, good health, well-being, quality education, gender equality. So this is all about the human being and the industry inclusive development and all that is going to be. Then there is a mapping of the SDGs with the BRSR principles, that how it is going to be looked after. So this is very important to look at the sustainability, and government is going to mandate some of the rules for the top 150 companies, and then 250 company, then 500 and 1000, and they are also asked to downstream follow that same to the value chain partners also. So lot of things going to be happen on the sustainability, and we will stay tuned and we will keep on making such kind of videos over the sustainability. I am going to make a series of sustainability videos on in-depth analysis of the sustainability and how this is interlinked with the all the annexures and how it is linked with other global frameworks. Like I'm going to show you how it has taken. This is the mandate and rationale, how it is UN guiding principles for business and human rights. So these are the guiding mandate and rationals that is taking prominence of the sustainability into India. UN SDG, then Paris Agreement on Climate Change 2015, core conventions, and International Labour Organizations, then ABRR, Annual Business Responsibility Report, and that Companies Act 2013. So how that global frameworks are working, these are the main global frameworks. And then there is a one major global framework, GRI, Global Reporting Initiative, from where the guidance is being taken. So world is looking at sustainability in a very different form, and we need to also take care of the same. So I hope you like that video, and I'm going to make series of the videos in the future. If you want to stay tuned for more videos, then please like and subscribe the video so that I will be motivated. And if you want to give some comments, you can put into the comment section what kind of videos and what kind of topics you want me to cover. I will cover that also. Okay. My name is Gaurav Goyal, and I am a qualified chartered accountant and commerce graduate, and along with certifications in international taxation and that Ind AS, and also I am looking at that BRSR matters. So this is about whole for today's topic, and let us meet in the next video. Okay, bye bye, take care.